there were some production issues. Billy wrote about it on social media after the fact. On the production side, we fell short of providing a televised event up to the standard that I would consider acceptable, which reminded me greatly as to why people questioned my pursuit of TNA. Put simply, building up a culture like Smashing Pumpkins or the NWA takes time, trial and error, and great risk. And throwing money at the problem doesn't necessarily correct the issues, and in some cases makes it worse. So last night, I was painfully reminded of how hard this journey is, and knew by the time the last bell rung, we have much work to do before we'd run such another live event, which is in no way to diminish my appreciation for those who ordered and attended the event. In fact, it increases it. So listen, there were some production snafus. It wasn't necessarily smooth. I understand some of this is just you don't know what you don't know until you do it. But this was sort of the first big step out there for the NWA, their best foot forward, and he was a little disappointed. Is that an experience thing? Um, Enough time to have the team get comfortable with each other? Is it a function of budget where maybe we didn't have the budget for different personnel or different equipment or more equipment? Or what do you remember about the production that night and the challenges it presented?
For the lack of a better term, Connie, and I've always respect not just Billy Corrigan, or it doesn't have to be in the wrestling business, but really all business is, you know, you have to be concerned with your bottom line, and there's no such thing as unlimited funds. There just isn't. And so Billy was always is always very cost conscious, and you do learn through the hard way that Billy might not have gone down the road from a wrestling perspective, but in especially I call it in the digital age, the pay-per-view world, even more specifically in 2018, you really get what you pay for. And that comes with staffing, that comes with, old Keith Mitchell, early days of TNA, lighting. You have to have a good director. But at the end of the day, it does come sometimes very, very simple. Okay, if you got 10 lights, you're going to have this kind of look. If you double it and have 20 kind of lights and movers and this and that, it's going to go up another notch. And you can get so far off the chain of, every bells and whistles that you do overspend. But there is a threshold with all of production that you can get by, but you don't want to do that. And Conrad, probably before me and you's conversation on Ric Flair's last match, I'm very proud of the decisions ultimately that you made, that we didn't overspend, but you damn sure didn't underspend. We,
$66,000 to hang the lights in the ceiling.
That's not easy, right? But
66,000, Jeff. Okay. And I'll never forget, after everybody sends me the quotes, they're like, hey, this ain't too bad. I was like, fucking compared to what? What do you mean it ain't too bad? But hey, we pulled it off. It looked good. We were happy with it. And I know you guys were happy with the results here.